Good morning. Good morning. It is 2:48 a.m. I'm on my way to the gym. I did not go hiking this weekend. I did not take care of any real business on Sunday. Matter of fact, I even set my voicemail up to say that it's Sunday. Have a wonderful, relaxed day. I will see you back Monday. Short life. And be very, very, very clear about this. Waste it on nothing. Give it to nothing. And understand everything about every single moment of your life because it is more important and more precious than money. I think the equivalation between money and time has been grossly misunderstood. I think people put a higher value on money versus time. One you can get over and over and over again. The other one you cannot. But yet instead of paying attention to the more valuable one and doing what needs to be done for yourself, you pay attention to the one that could be getting over and over again, and it creates this internal dilemma, right? It creates this internal situation. Some people call it tick-tock, where you're just tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. That's all your life is. It's just a bunch of tick-tock. Back and forth, tick-tock. Back and forth, tick-tock. You're going round and round in circles. I did not shut down on Sunday because it was a Sabbath day, the seventh day. I shut down because my body told me I needed to. And that may have been a result because it was the Sabbath day, the seventh day. But you got to remember something. I left this note on the counter for my family to read, and it said that you got to take time out for yourself, because if you fail to take care of the most important person involved in any transaction, which is you, because if you're there, you're important to the transaction, then you fail to be able to serve other people at your very best. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. And given the fact that I may have 80 years to live on this earth, I want to maximize that time. Whether it be in the pursuit of gaining money, whether it be in the pursuit of gaining fame, whether it be in the pursuit of growing a business, whatever it is that I am working towards, it has to be something that I am adamantly passionate about, and that's something that will sustain well past my death date. So for me, it's a legacy. For me, it's setting the example that you can do anything, even if I don't fulfill 150% of what it is that I set out to do. And trust me, that's what I am geared towards. Not just starting something, but see it come to fruition before I pass on this earth's plane. But to know that you started something that created a legacy that will be carried on by your kids and their kids, and you've broken bonds and you've broken ties and you've done all these things that allowed you to go further than maybe previous generations went, then that's a huge blessing. But not at the stake of wasting time. See, I was sitting down with this young lady on, when was it? Friday? I think it was Friday. I had to go buy some lock boxes, some stuff to put on my houses. So I bought a bunch from her, and we sat there talking. And what ended up happening is I told her, I said that when my clients come to me and they say, will you reduce your price or your commission? I simply look at them with this very strange look on my face and say, what are you asking me? Would I reduce my time? Would I reduce my time? Because when you're asking me to reduce my commission, you're not asking me to reduce money. You're asking me to reduce money in exchange for more time. The single solitary thing that I cannot get more of, I am issued the same 24 hours, the same 60 minutes the same 365, 66 days, the same 4 weeks, the same 7 days. I'm issued the same amount of time as anybody else. I haven't been granted anything greater, but yet you want me to reduce and give you more of something that's more precious. I much rather give a fair exchange and say, give me more time and I'll give you less money, meaning put in more work on your own and I'll reduce my commission. Time. The only thing through this weekend that I regretted is that Sunday night, as I was helping Ricky with some work, a school paper or some slideshow. The only thing I regret is that after that was done, I went to go move to the bedroom because I wanted to read. I wanted to lay down and I wanted to read. It was getting closer towards nighttime. I wanted to read a little bit. And I was asked, would you like to join us in family time? The only thing I regret is that I did not take more time to sit back and say, yes, I would like to engage with you in family time. I'd like to see how you guys are doing. I'd like to see how your week is planned out. I'd like to know if there's any problems. The only thing I regret is that I did not take some of my precious time and give it to them. Instead, my response was, you've used up my time working on this project, therefore, I'm going to go do something I want to do. That was being selfish in a situation where I could have been more giving. Why? Because it was an exchange for something equally great. Time for time. They were going to give their time, so I should have committed my time. When you're trying to do an equal exchange, time for money, that's not equal. That's not equal. That's not equal. So if I'm working at a job and you're saying, well, I pay you X amount of dollars to be here, I expect you to be here. Well, yes, you have an obligation to be there. But if it's not something that you truly feel like doing, you're not feeling it. Every day you wake up, you're going to it, and you're saying, dude, I'm not feeling this. Then guess what? It's an unequal balance. There's an unequal balance right there. You're giving up something for less than what you're getting in return because you're not feeling it. Therefore, you're wasting your time. You're better off painting walls all day, making half the money if that's something that you want to do. See, it's very easy. You can compartmentalize life into two different categories, time and money. The value proposition that each one brings has to exceed the exchange. So yes, I will take your money for my time. Here's the value that I place on my time. Please don't ask me to negotiate my time because your money is not greater than my time. Understand. I could drop a 20 right now and I can find it a day later. I could drop a 20 into a homeless man's hand, and next thing I know, I open up my mailbox and the IRS has sent me a return check for $20 where I overpaid in 2012. That will return. But how you dedicate your time, how you commit your time, how you utilize your time. We can pine the earth for precious metals all day long, and we can keep hitting pay dirt. But there's nowhere on the face of this earth where you're going to pine for time and get more. So what's more invaluable on this earth? Time where you have an expiration date at the end of it, or ultimately at the end of the day, is it the precious things that you can put into your pocket or fold up and place into a bank account? Keep that in mind. Time is the ultimate value proposition. People hire me because time. People hire maids because time. Because they put a higher value on their time than they do the money they would spend for that. God, it's so clear. It's so clear. And so many people put so much value on money versus time. Now, I'm not saying just do a dumb deal. No, don't do a dumb deal. But I'm saying that a deal's a deal. If there's an equal exchange and it's money for money, that's one thing. But if time is involved, that's not, you got to equal that out. Your money is going to probably have to be a little bit more than the time that I'm going to enter, because that would be an equal exchange. My time for the right amount of money makes sense. Money for money, an equal exchange. This car for the fair market value. A house for fair market value. But the time I have to take in prepping and getting the home ready to go, that's a different value proposition that far exceeds any dollar amount that you can put on it, unless we come to an agreement that the money you're offering is an equal exchange for my time. I don't want to spend 10 years at a company who is not giving me fair exchange for my time, meaning what they have to offer or what they feel like I have to offer when I walk through that door is not conducive to the way I want to spend my time. So yesterday I did nothing. I didn't post anything on Facebook. I went to church. I enjoyed my time. I walked in there. It was a more than a well spent hour of my time. So when I posted something on Instagram and I said, it's an honor to be here. Well, I guess that confused a couple people. So when I said it's an honor to be here, it was an honor to spend my time in a place where God was dwelling. I have no intentions from this day forward spending my time doing anything I do not choose to do. Not for any value of money. Matter of fact, the next person who tries to offer me money for my time, I'm going to get up and I'm going to walk out on them. And this isn't a rant about that, because people pay me what I'm worth. That's not the situation. But that's just it's just a notice to everybody to be very aware that people outside of you, if you're not aware that your time is more valuable than money, then they'll try to put a value on your time, and it may be undervaluing you. Your company may be undervaluing you. And you find yourself in TikTok for the next 10, 15, 20 years in the same company that you really don't want to go to, and you're being underpaid for your time. It doesn't matter if they say you're the top paid person in this position. If you walk in there every single day and feel like this is not the best use of your time, and you much rather be painting walls for a third or a fraction of what you're making, then I guess painting walls would be the best use of your time, because that's what you want. Life is too short to let somebody else negotiate your time. So when you sit down at the negotiating table and people start throwing money up and you're putting time on the table, start letting them know my time is not negotiable. My time is non-negotiable. Because what you're offering me, I can get anywhere. And what I'm giving up, I can't get back. Keep that in mind. I just gave you something extremely powerful to be able to hang your hat on and do the ultimate with, which is time. If you place money above your time, you are a sucker. I'll leave it at that.